Hello there. This is my friend Lauren.
Hi.
And we're both we both finished Kingdom Hearts 3. We're both big fans.
Yeah.
I think you're a bigger fan than I am because we were just talking about it, and you showed me the mobile game.
Yeah.
Which makes me understand the third game more, but I'm more confused at the same time. But I understand that there's background now.
Yeah. That's kind of Kingdom Hearts in a nutshell. You really don't know what's going on until you finally get it, and then you get more confused.
So it's just like. So we're gonna delve into kind of our favorite parts of the game, mainly like the top 5 levels that we thought were fantastic.
Oh yeah. Number 5 for me, Olympus actually would be number 5 for me. In the first 2 games, I thought Olympus was alright, but you literally just fight in the Colosseum and in the underworld. But in this one, you actually kind of got to explore like actual Mount Olympus.
It's true.
You got to fight more of the Titans. You got to like they really expanded more of Hercules' world. Like you go to Thebes and stuff like, which I thought was really neat, and it was a pretty neat opening to the game.
Is it Thebes or Thebes or Thebes? I don't know how to pronounce.
The Greek town in Hercules. You got to explore it, and I liked that. It was fun.
My final, give it away. Number 5 was Final World. I like Vacation. It's like peaceful for some reason, so that's like the same reason I kind of like Final World. It's like, besides you dying, which is kind of depressing, I like going in the sky and like gliding around and like those weird surreal catching all the different Soras.
Yeah, that was weird, but it was neat at the same time.
Yeah, it was kind of a nice break to the regular gameplay as well, because a big part of Kingdom Hearts 3 is cinema. You have to sit through a lot of cinematics, which is fine, but I found it to be one of the easiest games of the whole franchise. So
I didn't die once.
Yeah, I died once, but as Riku, so really it doesn't count.
Yeah.
So I appreciated the little break that this world gave, and it was kind of surreal, and I was just like, whoa! It was just like, it was like relaxing. I was gliding around. It's the closest thing to heaven that we know of. I don't know.
In Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
It was kind of heaven. Okay, so my number 4 was the Keyblade Graveyard.
Another original.
Story-wise, like, it was like the best part of the game, but like, I guess structure kind of wise, it's number 4 because it was just kind of like, I like the labyrinth aspect of it.
It's better than Arendelle, I'll give it that.
Yeah.
It was the right amount of labyrinth to the stupid ice castle.
A lot of people I know like Frozen, but I didn't like it.
It was a fake Elsa's castle.
Yeah, you play half of the story, and then Anna and Kristoff and Olaf go off and do the rest of the movie, and you're kind of just there.
Wait a sec, so like technically I thought this when I was playing it, during Frozen, technically Sora was there, you just didn't see him in the movie.
Yeah.
Right, so it's like, that's the best part of the Frozen movie for me now. Just, like, that made it a whole lot better.
Sora is watching Elsa sing about her problems.
Yeah.
He's just over there.
In the background. Yeah, screen left, screen right, there's all the Kingdom Hearts people. You just don't see them at all.
What is she doing? Is she okay?
The camera has to pan this way.
But yeah, no, like the story-wise, that was probably one of my favorite parts of the game, just because like you see everything tied up, honestly. Though I was kind of irritated it was all shoved into like the last hour of the game. To me, I feel like it should have been stretched out a lot more, and it didn't feel like you're just jumping to another world, and then you're in another world, and then ta-da, you're in the Keyblade Graveyard, and people are screaming, and Kingdom Hearts 2, there was a very big build-up to the last half of the game, and I felt like this game tried to do it, but they didn't do it in the proper way.
So, number 4 favorite world is 100 Acre Wood, because it is a palate cleanser, because there's so much combat and stuff. I really appreciate like the downtime, and so like going to like the 100 Acre Wood, it's like a nice hour of just like, okay, it's like chill. And then if you just want to get frustrated for another half an hour, just try and find there's only 3 hidden Mickeys in it. Or sorry, lucky emblems.
Yeah, no, they have hidden Mickeys, hidden through all of the parks.
Yeah.
And you can just go find them.
Yeah.
Which was news to me, so I found it really cool that they hid that in the game instead of the stickers.
There's the lucky emblems, and I like the mini games. It really like spices it up a bit. Same with the cooking in this game. That was kind of a cool little thing I did for an hour, but I really liked the Winnie the Pooh thing. Because Winnie the Pooh, I didn't complete all the cooking, so I don't know if you get a Remy France Eiffel Tower Keyblade.
That would be so cool if you do. I don't know, I haven't done all the
I haven't done that stuff yet. But like the Winnie the Pooh one, you get a really short honey pot Keyblade or whatever for completing the whole world. and it's like short range, but it's one of the best Keyblades. I was like upgrading it through the game. I'm like, this is one of like the best ones, and you get like it's a shooter when you use your special attack with it.
Yeah, no, it is.
So I was like, this is awesome. So it's worthwhile to play the level in the game just to get the Keyblade, because it's like it takes up an hour of your time. It's a nice little break. Take an hour, make some popcorn, hang out with your childhood friends.
My third was the Tangled one.
Okay.
Tangled was my number 3.
It's also my number 3 on my list for a bit different reasons, because I hadn't seen Tangled, but the story was so tight in the level that was one of my favorites because I'd never seen Tangled. So I basically played the movie, and I like Kingdom Hearts as well, so it's like a double whammy. I
am biased. Tangled is one of my favorite Disney movies. It's not like my favorite, but it is one of my favorites. And even though like you play through the movie, they do it well enough so that you get to explore like a lot of the forest. You get to explore the town of this Kingdom of Corona. And it was just like, it was a very pretty world too. Like Zachary Levi came back as Flynn Rider, and Mother Gothel, Donna. She came back, and that was awesome.
Is Corona or Corona like
I think it's Corona.
Okay. Sponsorship. Good drink, good game.
This is everyone 10 and up game.
It was one of the most cohesive levels, and I think you could tell, because I know it's similar. It's like just one's a winter forest, one's a summer forest. One's cohesive, which is Tangled, and the other one shit the bed, which is Frozen. Okay. That's our number 3s. What is your numero 2?
My number 2 was Metropolis, or Monstropolis, yeah.
I highly disagree with that one, but...
Really?
Please continue.
Yeah. So the reason why I liked Monstropolis, or whatever you say, the Monsters Inc. world, the reason why I liked it was because it was like one of the worlds where the story to the main game was tied into the world. So there was a reason Vanitas was there, and like he like actually kind of shows up and starts arguing with you, and it was like the original Kingdom Hearts where the movie had already happened and you're just doing like a different story. You get to see more of the factory. I liked it. I thought it was neat. Okay. And you're disagreeing with me. I can tell by the look on your face.
I agree with the Kingdom Hearts plot thing. I'm like, that is fair that they needed that in the game to actually infuse Kingdom Hearts a little bit more with the Disney stuff.
Yeah.
But I love the city, and I wish I could have went there and like seen monsters walking down the street and like have the jazz music and everything. I
do agree with you on that sense. Like, it would have been cooler if you could go out into the city and stuff like that. But I feel like you wouldn't have been able to have Boo there if you saw more. Like, you could have had her in the costume, yeah.
I guess that's true. I can see your point about the Boo thing, because I'm like, yeah, technically you couldn't have monsters. So it made sense that it's after closing, and then I'm like, oh, that's
she would have been. It would have been fine if she was like in her costume, but I feel like it would that may have like taken away from the fact that she was there.
I understand more now. But nonetheless, my number 2 was Olympus. Wasn't as low on my list because I love Hercules, and basically the same reasons. It's the most fully realized Hercules level, and I think they're just like, we finally got it, and they had to get it out of their system, and it was fantastic. It was a really cohesive journey and a really good tutorial level, because there's a new climbing mechanic in the game where you run up walls.
Yeah, that was so much more like useful. You could literally get to different areas that you couldn't access before.
So there's lots to do. You could find the hidden Hercules dolls, which I had fun doing.
Yeah, that was fun.
I cheated a little bit and Googled like 2 of them, but I found most of them, so... No, we've talked about it earlier in the video, so that's going to be a short segment. Olympus Rules, because the movie rules, and it was just well done level. Let's go number 1.
Yeah.
We have the same number 1, actually.
We do have the same number 1, yeah. And it's my favorite game, like, world in the entire series, and that's Pirates of the Caribbean.
That level kicked so much ass.
That was an awesome level.
I thought it was the best pirate game I've ever played, and it was like just a level. I'm like, they finally got like the pirate ship mechanic right.
Have you played Black Flag? Because they took a lot of that.
Did they?
They are, well, they're not as similar, but they're pretty similar. But yeah, no, that was, like, you got to explore underwater, like, the like, you could tell they spent a lot of time on this world, and it shows, and they did an awesome job.
I think,
like, it shows in a good way.
They spent so much time on this world that they're just like Arendelle and some of the other ones. Like, this world was fantastic. I love traveling to, you can travel to so many different islands in this world.
Yeah, like, you got to explore the actual world. I love, like, how they did the graphics on Donald and Goofy, like they really vamped them up, which was awesome.
That was one of my favorite parts.
And same with Sora too, right? Like, even though he's basically like the embodiment of an anime character, put him in a real like live action movie setting, and they made him look as realistic as they could without making him look. I
Yeah,
guess
Sonic.
like an actual, like they made him the perfect blend of cartoony and real in that world as they possibly could.
Like the Sonic movie, I just want to mention, just look at that level and look how they do it. I believed that Donald Duck and Goofy could exist in pirate times. They probably did. We don't know. We weren't there.
Yeah. This level, I feel like they really shot it out of the water, and it was awesome.
Also had the best Keyblade in my opinion. I used
Yes.
that the rest of the game and upgraded it. I'm like, this has okay magic and really good strength. It's like a backup in case I get
And it's
I
one
die.
of the cooler looking ones.
Yeah, the special was cool, and you get like the flag, and you can attack.
That was awesome.
And that was cool, and then the flag attack at the bottom, and you just plunk
I
it
literally
down,
just
it's like
spent
cracking stuff.
20 minutes smacking the living
Yeah.
hell out of Cyx with that.
It was a cool.
And that was how I beat Isa.
And oh yeah, and then
and Roxas.
in this level you get to go flying on top of one of the enemies and shoot aerial enemies.
Yeah,
too. That happened early on.
That was
in the
another
level.
thing I liked about it was the Heartless looked awesome.
Yeah. Okay. If you want the key to unlock all the videos, hit that subscribe and notification bell. I have to say it, even though everyone else says it. But there you go. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed Disney a lot. You probably do, or else why would you watch the video? But anyways, goodbye.